I was kind of bored and I did this. 245 Shadowland. Let's go and see how and why I did it. Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna go through a video. Yes, it's about Shadowland. A lot of people has asked for it, and here we are, Shadowland. And I actually grind Shadowland before the new year, I think. And as you can see, I cleared 245 stages. I have some clips for you to see what characters I choose, my gameplay, in general, my way of thinking, how to reach, the highest stage for your account with and push, the maximum effort to get the first clear rewards. Because in my mind, the only thing that you actually worth grind for is the first clear rewards, and first clear rewards is every 5 stages after stage 35. So I had my last, I had a CTP to get, it was on stage 235, and yes, I'm gonna show you the first clear rewards, how to get them, and generally way of thinking I had to go into 245. And to be honest, this stage is not that impressive for my account because I have like 270 plus characters, so I actually burned close to 20 to 25 characters using them as assistant or help, and not using only one character every single stage, which is the way to do it. Of course, you need to max min your account and the characters, and I'm gonna talk about builds also that you perhaps need, but yes, let's go through that. And before we go through that, guys, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the Shadowland button. Yes, we need something, we need them to fix Shadowland. I know, but at least, I told you I was bored with MFF, and I was thinking, what should I push? Shadowland, it's something that you can do yourself and get some unique rewards that you can't actually find anywhere else in the game for free, like mega tier 2 tickets, like mega uniform tickets for premium characters, and of course CTPs. CTPs is what made me try every single week to collect the tokens and go into the token shop. You know that there is a new token shop, you don't wait me to tell you, but yeah, pretty much you can take 1 CTP per 2.5 months or something like this, depending on if you're gonna get the tier 4 materials or not. So yeah, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below in the comments what's the highest stage that you have ever cleared on Shadowland. So let's start from something, and yes, the question for everyone is, why should I do this? Yeah, these are the first clear rewards. These are actually, let's zoom in a bit, like this, I guess. And you can see that if you haven't cleared anything on Shadowland and you go right now, every single stage you're gonna get something, tickets, black antimatter, there are multiple things, mega tier 2 ticket into the stage 35, as you can see, they are really cool. But after 35, as you can see, there are some extra rewards from 40 to 135. 135 is the CTP, and it's exactly the same reward if you add 100 more stages. So the 140 stage gives you also what the 40 stage gives you, and this is wrong, of course. They should fix this and you should get something more unique. But as an example, I went into 235 and I took also a selector, so that was the main goal for me to go and push. But after that, the next reward I took again was custom gear, which is, super lame. But yeah, perhaps they're gonna fix this, perhaps they're gonna change the rewards and gonna make the 140 and more, something better, like tier 4 materials, like, we need these things. We need to get tier 4 materials, artifact materials, or emblems, or whatever, into high stages of Shadowland, so people gonna go and stretch their accounts, get new characters, build the characters, Because guys, Shadowland is no joke. It's a game mode that it's really hard after a while, you know, while you're progressing. And in my mind, the hardest part is not to clear the stages, but actually find the perfect match for each stage. And in the first stage, you know, everyone can clear everything, but you can't go crazy like put a tier 4 at stage 1. You know, you need to min-max your account, so you need to go into your tier 1s, your tier 2s, the really low build characters, low level characters, and go into the early stages, and then go into the highest stages with awakened characters, tier 3 characters, or tier 4 characters. And the worst part is at the middle of this, you know, I cleared 245, let's say from 140 to 190, where you need to use tier 3s or awaken that are kind of good, but not that good. And yeah, you know, after it's only level 80s and tier 4s for my account at least, so it was pretty much easy peasy to go. And this is the gameplay I'm gonna show you actually, because it was taking so much time to pick the characters for me, but I'm gonna show you how I was picking the characters after when things were easier and I could clear faster the content. So let's start from somewhere and let me show you what I'm doing every single week. Actually, here is the Shadowland, and if you go into this here a little icon, you can see the clears that you did the previous week for the 35 first stages. So for the 35, I'm always using the same, and these characters are characters that they are tier 2, they haven't get any advancement lately, and you know, they can't go awaken or tier 3. Actually, this one and this one now can be awakened. I need to swap them, but yeah, I have forget. This one too, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, these two. Oh my god, I'm using a lot of awaken now. But yeah, it doesn't really matter because I'm not pushing. And that's the point. After a while, if you push into the highest stage that you want to push, let's say the first days, you know, go into 140 and you believe that you can't push anymore, then you don't care to pick the proper characters. After a while, you just farm the stages, and I am in that point. As you can see, I have already go until 89 and we have 5 days left, but I start and pick whatever, you know, all the characters can clear it. They're all tier 3s and tier 4s, so I just get the maximum amount of Shadowland points and get myself tokens so I can use every single month and get the 400 carbonadium, but also gather some points to get a CDP. As you can see, this month reward are resetting in 6 days from now, so I probably not gonna be able to collect all the tokens and get the CDP, but at least I picked the carbonadium and I'm farming as much as I can, you know. The 1 month you can get carbonadium and CDP, and the next month you can't get the CDP because it's 11,000 and you need to sacrifice all the other rewards which are not worthy in my mind, you know. So yeah, let's start from the gameplay because I'm talking too much and I'm losing time. Let's start from the Shadowland clears. And as I told you, here are stages that it was easier for me. I was getting one character to go through as easier as I could, you know. I wanted to do fast. It was only a couple hours left before the weekly reset, and here you have to use a hero character. I'm using Maya Lopez. I'm not having any proc on here, and as you can see, I'm still at floor 210 here. So we're gonna cover from 210 to 245. I don't have all the games, but still you can see the way I'm picking the characters to go through. Here I already use a tier 4, and actually the place that I felt comfortable was 190, because I already have close to 300, close to 30 tier 4s on my account. So I knew that with refreshes also from my VIP level, I needed like 30 to 35 stages before the 235. I was aiming for the CDP selector, and yes, I was kind of abusing in the end. I didn't push my account into the limit because it was like 30 characters that I didn't actually use. These 30 characters I used as an extra characters. As you can see here, I'm using 3 characters instead of using 1 character. But yes, I was doing it because the characters left could not be used to clear themselves content. Quicksilver is really cool in my mind. Of course, you need to understand that you need to build your characters for PvE. The CTP of Raids characters are smashing it. But if you don't have a CTP of Raids character, you should go and play manual and try to proc into the face of the enemies. Here I'm even using 3 level 80 because I'm like 208 stages and I couldn't actually go and complete with any of them. The best strategy to go is reroll for stages that they are really low, and I'm gonna explain you what I mean. I need to explain this as faster as I can because you can see huge difference between the stage that you can clear one time and the stage you can clear the other time. As you can see here, I'm at Shadowland floor 89. Shadowland floor 89 means that it adds to you a percentage of HP, defense and attack. But if the stage that says here it's high stages, the defenses and the attacks are way better than the lower stages. So floor 9, it's something cool. I would pick anything from floor 1 to floor 14. From after that, you know, there are some really hard that you should avoid. One of them, it's the one that you have to, let me show you an example actually. Here it's 7. It's really nice, you know, why not? If we go, okay, 9 again, let me roll. This is 13. Okay, you know what I mean. If you go into 35 stage or 26 stage or 27 stage, the multipliers adds similar stats, but the stats of the adds are already busted. So with some characters, perhaps you can't even clear stage Shadowland floor 200 with a floor of 35 here or 34. The 34 has way more defenses than the floor 1 or 2. So go here, refresh, spend some gold, doesn't really matter, but save yourself some time and do not go into the very high. These ones also are really hard sometimes, because if you enter, you need to go and clear into 1 minute the first team and 1 minute the other team. So you need someone that you can go and burst fast. So if you don't want to burn good characters, I would not suggest you to go on a stage like this, because you need the burst. The other stages, like the one that I saw you before, yeah, this one is really hard. This one is real hard. This dude is one-shotting everyone. You need to play perfect or else you're busted. You know, he is one-shotting everything. He's really strong. Really strong. This one is a pain sometimes too. But look at this. This is floor 1. This is perfect. You go here, you pick the character, and he is mastering it. And it's one character, and you have to go with, you have 3 minutes to clear 4 characters, which is way easier than having 1 minute to clear 3 enemies and, 2 times, because you need burst. With this, you're fine, it's better way to pick the enemies. So let's go and fast forward a bit the video. There were some characters that it was really amazing how fast they could clear it. By the way, okay, a really good tip here, use whatever character, when you go into the moment that you have only tier 4 characters, whatever you do, use your best striker as a striker every single time, and the striker doing all the job. I did some crazy kills with my Cyclops, and Cyclops, it's useless. But I was using Ghost Rider, and because Ghost Rider goes and do huge amount of damage as a striker, I was going through the content. Look at this. Ghost Rider hits and he deletes him. Thor was kind of struggling, and when Ghost Rider came, he deleted him. And here, yeah, let me show you how the first clear rewards works. And on every single stage you actually get first clear reward, but you're getting just a chest. On floor 220, the next floor, I supposed to get the same with the floor, I'm not sure, but we can track after I get it, I guess. Look at this here, my Namor is flying through content. I actually, overpowered every single stage after a while. This is without even an obelisk, by the way, guys. I had an equipped CDP from my Black Bolt and I forget it. He's level 80. Oh, it's floor 195 now. We go backwards. Yeah. We mixed and matched the matches because I had a lot and we were like, you know what? Let's drop them all and see what which one is the best. People gonna figure out. But yeah, this was impressive actually because it was no obelisk. 195, no obelisk. Mr. Fantastic here, he is kind of cool, I think I did this 2 times to clear it and having proper results. Yeah, you know, guys, the game is gonna mess with you. Sometimes you are not gonna be able to clear, some other times you're gonna be able to clear, but pretty much you need to understand that the last character that is going to spawn on, you know, if you have to fight with 3 enemies or 4 enemies, the last enemy should be revealed 1 minute and 30 seconds before the stage ends. If you see that this timer has passed and you have only 1 minute left and the enemies are more than 1, you know, and you're not already, look at this. It's 1 minute and 30 and I just start DPSing green. That's why this is something I did like multiple times, I think. But you can see at the end I managed to have only 10 seconds left. Yeah, the clears are on the edge, but this is the only way you can, you know, min-max the rewards and get the maximum out of your account. Only 10 seconds left here, and my Wong is level 80, so you need to understand that it's no joke build or something. It's really hard, you know, to go through. You can see here Wolverine has no problem to do it with the CDP of Greed, a mighty CDP of Greed, of course. But yes, you can see I have always Ghost Rider a striker, and Ghost Rider a striker gets the maximum out of all of your characters. You know, whatever you're doing with your character, if you do damage, you do proc, half damage on the skills or not, you know, you end up having Ghost Rider. You can see every single time I'm using Ghost Rider, I'm swapping the striker over and over and over and over, and Ghost Rider do most of the job. Of course, I'm not saying that Storm tier 4 could not clear this, but you can see that some fights can be a struggle. Without Ghost Rider, some fights are a struggle. Here I took 1 chest again. I'm gonna show you the rewards I took. Yeah, this is the most impressive. Yeah. This is the most impressive clear I did with a tier 3 character. And guys, Fox has all the packets. Fox has all defense down, which is so important for this game mode, guys. I didn't told you, but there is a buff. You can see the enemy having a shield buff here. As you can see, next to the face of Sister Grimm, there are 2 shields. Let me do it bigger for you, actually. The 2 shields that they have, you know, the 6 seconds on them. These are all defense down that I'm doing at that moment to the boss, and the biggest the number, the biggest the damage the boss is going to get. So you have to pay attention on your skills, on your character skills that gonna have all defense down. If your characters have all defense down, this is gonna be way easier. And specifically, Fox has really high all defense down, but also she has a boost on her leadership on the debuffs. So the percentage of the all defense down she provides is even higher. And my Fox also, I think, has a CDP of Liberation, so there were no proc, and characters without a proc was really hard to go and do damage. Farmos here, 30-second clear into kind of hard stage. I mean, it's from the easy stages. The hard part is that it's this tag, you know, villain, universal. It's kind of rare, and most of them are PvP, so you need to find someone that you have built that can clear this. Apocalypse, it's pretty decent, as you can see, level 80, and he managed to clear floor 206. This is the best you could get from your Apocalypse, actually. No, he is good for other world battle too, but yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Magneto, his place now, floor 221. He is really busted somehow without an obelisk. He's doing this. Yeah, his skills has all defense down, as you can see, for 12 seconds. So the moment you drop it, the enemies are getting more and more and more. So yeah, I was using Loki with him. Loki is similar to Ghost Rider. Loki's damage depends on how many enemies there are around. So in Shadowland, you're fighting a lot of enemies together. As you can see, I'm playing manual full until the stage 160 to 70. Autoplay works and you can do it, but after 170 or 120, if you want to min-max, you need to go and play on manual. If you don't go into manual, you know, you're not gonna be able to clear anything because it's really hard actually. So this is Shadowland, Shadow Cell, and the first clear word here, it's another chest. Where am I now? 231. Okay, 231. Yeah, by the way, Thanos and Doctor Strange are two characters that remove all effects from the enemies. So the enemies has the plus something percent on their buffs and they're losing everything. He strips the character and kills them immediately. So that's why you're seeing you know, Doctor Strange flying through the stage like super fast. Thanos from the other side didn't went that fast, but it was similar, you know, for level 80. My Doctor Strange also has a brilliant raids and Thanos has a mighty authority, so that has to do also. And here we are at Gwenpool. Gwenpool at you know, being a speed type, going against 5 combat types, and that's all because I'm using Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider doing most of the damage, and Gwenpool was just providing the all defense down. So you can do that too with your tier 4s. Get a tier 4 that does not have good damage, but give him Ghost Rider, do with the character the, you know, the all defense down, and then destroy with your striker. Here with my Doctor Strange as a striker. And yes, we are ending, the options are ending there. I'm refilling characters, and yes, pretty much I went through floor 245. The last character I used was Loki, but I had used him already. I refresh. Yeah, guys, generally all the situation is a struggle, it's a pain in the ass, and you should start doing this immediately. You know, the beginning of the week is the perfect way to go, and I would suggest you to go in the beginning like 100 stages first day or something, and then get yourself like 20 or 30 stages per day, or else you're gonna burn out. I almost burned out a lot of times. I have tried this multiple times. I have tried to go high on stages multiple times, but I was always stacking on something like 190, 180. I was lazy, I didn't have time. Here I'm showing you all the rewards I was getting from the chests, and all the first clear rewards are in the first page actually, because here are the chests. So if it's something that looks like a chest, you're gonna get it. Yeah, the custom gear there. But yeah, the selector, it's on the first page as I saw you before, and from the selector there you can't actually pick all the CDPs, but you can pick raids, which is still the best you know, for ABL and ABX, and that's what I actually picked. Overall, guys, do not sleep on Shadowland. It's a game mode that it's rewarding. You're getting the Carbonadium, why not? You know, this amount of Carbonadium, it's like 2 days of Gold Boss Legend. It's not that big, but you know, 2 days from here, 2 days from Alliance Conquest, 2 days from Other World Battle, you end up having an extra or 2 extra weeks of farm in the end of the month. And that makes you know, the tier 4 producing way faster. And if you want an average of 6,000 to 7,000 to get one tier 4, Now, you know, this 6000 is way easier than ever to get, but you need to grind every single game mode. And if you took yourself a brilliant CDP and you're looking for CDPs to go and reroll it, here the test, you know, can provide you some CDPs. You're not gonna get what you're wishing for most of the times because there are so many useless CDPs like this, or this, you know. But you can get one conquest and combine it with another conquest and have a proper mighty. I'm not suggesting to go for anything else like Black Antimatter, this, or this. Only these two has value because this can, you know, give you a CDP, but also give you nothing. And when I'm saying nothing, I'm talking about an ISO. You know, there's no point farming to get ISOs here. You can get them from these spots easier and stuff like that. So totally worth farming Shadowland. Just do it on fast forward. You know, I'm doing it every single week now, and I'm farming a lot of gold, a lot of materials every single week, and these materials stack up. If you feel like you don't want to push, doesn't really matter, go use 3 characters just to get the maximum of your tokens. And yes, it's, you know, it's a game mode, guys. It's a game mode that you have to climb into a big mountain of 272 or 73 or 280 stages, depending on how many characters exist right now into the game, and there are a lot of them. And as you can see, I have all the characters and there are 272, but you can go and refresh for at least 10 times, and if you refresh your VIP also you can go 10 more times. So if you play maximum performance and you have your characters busted, you can potentially clear 280 or 285 or something like this, you know, from Shadowland. I'm not sure the biggest clear ever happened. Okay, 282 as you can see. 282 from Wilson Mac. Yeah, this is impressive. For this season it's 260 at the moment from this dude, but yeah, my best is 245. What's your best? Drop it down below in the comments, and I hope this video made you hyped, you know, to go on Shadowland and push and get some CDPs, get some rewards, you know. Why not? Why sleeping on a game mode that just gives you gifts if you stretch your account and build all your characters? So yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you into the next kisses in your faces.